Welcome to Today I show you how to tie one of my flies I call the rubber diamond ducky. It's a pretty simple fly to tie. I used a bunch of different materials with it. Hook I got in the vise here is a Dotchy 1560 number 16. So what I'm going to be using is uni, 8/0 and 10. Start that right at the eye. So you're going to run a layer of thread right down the shank. I keep this thread all to the side here. Helps force the wraps right next to each other. Just break it off there at the point. Now the tail and the body on it is a dyed mallard flank. No, it's dyed wood duck gold. I say, I've used quite a bit of the feather already, but take off about half. For a fly to size about a dozen fibers or so. Don't be shy. Line the tips up fairly well. You want about 2/3 of the shank through the tail. Hold it on my side. Catch it in. When I pull the thread tight, you can't put it on top. You go one more time on top. That's the tail tied in and lift up. Bring the thread forward. Quickly stop about there at the 2/3 point. Now the rib is midge ice braves and root beer. Now what I do with the rib here, excuse my voice, son, been dealing with a cold lately. I want to take a piece of the braid, and what you gotta do is you gotta just with your fingernail, with your thumbnail, just grab a piece of that and hold it and just undo the braid. Now this stuff's, you'll never get one strand out completely because it's actually fused together, the plastic and the braid. But what that's gonna do is it's gonna give you I like the way the rib is better with that. And plus it makes it very translucent. But then I just take the end, snip it neat, and just pinch and loop that on. Wrap that back where you tied it in the tail, and you let it go. Get these butts out of the way, and bring the thread back up about 2/3 point. Want to leave plenty of room. Now with the tail, with the body material, I'm going to use this as the body material. Excuse me, that's rather short, so I'm going to put some hackle pliers on it. I could use the vise and rotate it with the vise. And I'm just going to throw the hackle pliers on there. Or it could wrap it with just my hand, but the hand will get in the way of the camera. Up to form a little body there. We'll flip up the putts, snip them off. Now the rib. We'll pull tight. I don't twist it at all. I just pull tight the braid. We're about 3 to 4 wraps. Then I go around my thread once, bring my thread up tight, wrap it forward, tie it in, snipped off. Now the wing case, and bring my thread back a little bit. And the wing case is diamond braid, black diamond braid, flat. Touch, pinch and loop. Catch that in on the top. Don't like the way that went on. Looped in butts have here. It's soft loop. Soft loop tends to work better when you're looking to get something flat on the top, such as this. You're going to wrap it back. You're going to lift up, see where it's at. You want to bring it back. I don't want a real short wing case on it. I want a decent size one. So I'm actually going to bring it back to about halfway on that third rib there. That's about good. Let me pinch the butt ends here. You got to tie them in. Still want anybody longer than the eye. Right down to the eye. Bring it back up. Tiny and nice and smooth. Just tidying up. I have put the legs on. The legs are fine rubber legs. On brown. She cut me a piece of rubber. Now, what I did put the rubber legs on is I push it on to the thread. I pinch it around so it's around like that. And then I just hold it where I want it, like so. Now I just tighten the thread out from pulling the thread towards me. That's going to put those on that side. Then I bring the thread around, I pull this leg back. I tie that leg back. Bring this thread forward. And as I tie this one forward, I pinch it, I pull on it. Pretty good, to tight end. I'm going to put the legs on my side. Cut myself off a leg. Thread back to the center. Do the same thing, pinch it over the thread. Then I pull the thread. As I wrap the thread around, I place it right in place. And pull on the leg tight. Bring it back. Even bring the thread forward again to about where you want to. To these guys to stay. Leave them. threw some thread wraps in there and get it nice and tight. Now for the thorax, I use my UV high test blend. It's a natural and synthetic blend I use. I make. It's like very similar to a hare's ear blend. I don't want too much. And now I'm gonna grab this leg over here. I'll lift him up out of the way so I can get a wrap cone behind him. Same thing with that guy. Basically a figure 8 wrap behind there. And a little bit more dubbing. So I'm gonna come in front, lift these guys up, and come back behind. She get into the middle there, and move right back forward. I'm gonna bring some thread wraps in front. Just tidy up a bit. I'm gonna pull a wing case over. Pull her over, hold it with this hand. Ensure it's nice and flat. Bring the thread over nice and tight on it. 2 turns. I go 2 on the shank. That's fairly tight here. Lift it up. For real, get in there real close with them scissors. Helps to have really sharp scissors to get a nice close, neat cut on this. Pull these legs in the back and start right down next to that hook eye. And just build my thread up over to this cut end, forming a head. Go right into whip finish. Right up. Snip my thread out there. Excuse me. Now trim the legs. What I do is, I just sweep the rubber back. I don't pull on the rubber. I just sweep it back. I like to cut it about midway on the tail. Just get in there and snip. Now the back legs. These guys, what that does is you want it so that when this leg goes back, and you put it, that you're unable to, the legs are unable to get caught in the hook bend. Because with long rubber lights, what's going to happen is they're going to end up getting caught in the hook bend, and the light's just going to be bent, then off to the side and back like that, across the hook shank. And that's no good. So that's why it's good to have these back ones short. I mean, they still got plenty of action to them. You no doubt about that. You can leave the fly as is, but to make it a little nicer, and I always do this with it, so I don't know if it works for just as well with or without. Where I have here some bug bond on my loons in the drawer, so using some bug bond, had it out. So you can get a nice little bead over top of the diamond braid. That's really really make the diamond braid pop. Got my UV light here and the torch. I'll light her up with UV resins. They all will cure within 10 seconds. But if you really wanted to make them strong, you really should leave the light on it for a lot longer. I find that, it doesn't hurt to do it for a good 40 seconds to a whole minute. Holding the light on there. Am I going to hold the light on there during the video for that long? No, I can hit it with the light some other time. But that's basically the fly. The UV Diamond Darky. I use it as I designed and made it to be used as a trailer fly. I trail behind a bigger stone fly. And I was using it the other day, and I was quite productive. The fish were gobbling and up pretty readily. Tie 'em up, fish 'em. You can sub out the UV high test for some hare's ear dubbing if you want. I'm sure it'll work just as well. But this root beer midge ice braid stuff's real nice stuff. I've been using it a lot lately with flies. It's a nice color. I like it. It's nice stuff. That's the fly from Johnny, Utah. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.